What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we are talking about a crazy story. This is breaking news. I know a lot of you guys like when, hey, I make the videos fast, I make the videos quick. I get that, you know, the very interesting stories out to you guys right away. And in this video today, we're doing just that. I mean, this is like 20 minutes old, half an hour old. I was playing a solo queue game. I was watching the LCS. CLG versus Cloud9 is actually going on right now, and this story came out, you know, minutes before the game. So I finished my solo queue game. I hopped on here. We're talking about crazy breaking news coming out of the LCS, coming out of Cloud9 regarding their head coach, LS. Obviously a guy who, coming into the year, many people were skeptical about. When they heard Cloud9 was interested in LS, many people were like, oh, this is a great decision. I love LS. I think he's an amazing coach. He's going to help. Some people were like, okay, this is really weird. We don't like LS. We'd rather, you know, keep him away from our team. I don't care how good of a coach he is. He brings the theatrics, the fanfare, the potential toxicity, all this extra stuff. However good of a coach he is, again, he's always bringing a lot more to your team, good and bad. He's great on socials, but he brings, you know, just some other stuff to your team as well. But so far into the season, Cloud9 and LS had been performing very well. I think even the biggest LS haters, you know, I'm personally not someone who's been a huge fan of LS in the past, and me and him have even had our own back and forths. He'd been doing a good job. C9 had looked good. They made good moves in the offseason. They were performing well. They had creative, interesting drafts. Their strategies, all that stuff was working. And today, everything's changing. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I would appreciate that a ton. And subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, let's get right into this. Here it is. This tweet literally came out pretty much as Cloud9 was taking the stage today. This is not a tweet that was tweeted this morning. This was not something that was tweeted at the beginning of the LCS day. This was not something that was tweeted before the Cloud9 match. This was literally as the players and coaches were walking out onto the stage. Cloud9 tweeted out, LS has been released from Cloud9, and Max Waldo has been promoted to the LCS head coach position. We would like to thank LS for his contributions to the team and wish him the best. What just happened? This is very vague. It's going to lead to a ton of speculation, a ton of rumors. Everyone's going to be wondering what's going on. My first thought when I saw this was, is this a meme? Is this a joke? Is this fake? Cloud9 is a team that loves their memes. They love to be sarcastic. They love to be self-aware. They're a team that has tweeted out a bunch, you know, hey, the guy who tweeted this out made a very unprofessional decision and he no longer works for Cloud9. You know, like that's something they tweet out all the time. And then everyone's always like, oh, is this real? Is this fake? Blah, blah, blah. You know, it was crazy. It was random. It was so weird. Things have been looking so good for Cloud9. They had this really weird offseason. Obviously, they lost Perks, and they were having to transition away from him. They have a role swap mid laner in Fudge, but they got these really exciting players. They got Summit Berserker, who seem awesome. Blabber's playing great to start the year. LS is doing these crazy drafts. But for whatever reason, something changed. And again, I was wondering if this was fake or real, whatever. Then they started talking about it on the LCS broadcast, saying that it's real to their knowledge. I have heard that this is real. You know, this is true information. This is not a bait. This is not a meme. We have no idea what happened. And again, we can only speculate. Now, some of the more interesting questions I am wondering and would love to get answered. I don't know how much about this we will ever hear. I imagine we will hear a lot of this someday. LS is a very open and honest person. He's going to talk about it on stream or in a video or something at some point. Maybe it'll be years into the future. Maybe it'll be in a couple weeks. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. Who knows? I do hope that this was nothing, you know, bad. I hope nothing bad happened to LS. I hope nothing bad happened to, you know, anyone involved in the situation. I hope it is drama more so than like any horrible news or tragedy or anything like that. But it does say, you know, LS has been released. So that makes me think, hey, did he do something? Did he say something bad? Did he say something unprofessional? Did he do something bad? Did he do something unprofessional? Did he get in an argument with somebody? Did, you know, something come out that was bad? You know, I really don't know. And again, I think we're going to find out a lot more info over this over the next couple weeks, but for right now, it's just going to be a ton of speculation. And at some point, I do agree that a lot of the speculation and stuff is unfair to LS, to be making, random guesses of what happened. It's a little bit unfair. But also, we have nothing to go off of. And I think it is very, very natural to just think of like, okay, well, when somebody gets released, what happened? What's going on? I also then do wonder, it says LS has been released. Did he get straight up fired? Did him and the organization have some kind of, butting of heads and they mutually agreed to split ways? Or did LS want to be released? Did he ask to be released? Did something happen when he's gone? I mean, he's literally been making content for C9 like this past week. Even like a couple days ago, he's doing stuff for Cloud9. So this is a very, very new and very, very recent something that has happened. And this is just absolutely shocking to people. And people are just really going to be wondering what's going on. And I truly have no idea. But then again, at the end of the day, when LS was brought in the offseason, this was definitely a criticism that a lot of people had. Like I said, however good of a coach he is, however smart he is, however five-head his drafts are, his strategies or whatever, with LS has always come a lot of extra stuff. And that's personally always been my issue with him. I've never really said he's stupid. I've never really said he is not intelligent about the game. I've said I don't love all the other stuff. And I don't love the way he says some things. And I don't love how his fans get riled up about some things. And how he even riles up his own fans about some things. And it causes issues. And I don't think he has the best communication skills, especially, interpersonal communication skills. I don't really think he knows how to talk with people that well. So again, like I said, I don't want to speculate too much about stuff like that, but if he did say something or do something and it rubbed somebody the wrong way or was unprofessional or you got in an argument or a fight with somebody about something, I wouldn't be totally shocked. But again, 2 weeks into the season, before their third week even started, LS has been released. That is crazy. That is going to be one of the biggest, that might already be the biggest story that we're going to hear for all of 2022. TSM's already had some drama and some craziness going on. They've benched a player, they've fired a coach, but that's not as surprising. That's not as shocking. TSM had a lot going wrong. They were kind of a dumpster fire. They were kind of trending in the wrong direction. You hear TSM has some turmoil going on behind the scenes. You're like, that's interesting, and I want to hear about that, but I'm not shocked. I can imagine that a 0-4 team that's, built on winning and this whole legacy is kind of going downhill. But Cloud9, everything had been going right. Things had been looking good. Fans were excited. Fans were loving it. And so many people are saying, hey, this is one of the most interesting LCS splits of all time because of Team Liquid, because of LS, because of Cloud9, because of all these different things. And now 2 weeks into the season to already be losing LS, I mean, that sucks. And how is this going to affect Cloud9? I think Max Waldo and LS generally see things similar, but is Max Waldo really ready to be the head coach of like a top team in the world? I'm very, very skeptical about that. I do not think so. Also, losing your head coach 2 weeks into the season, who knows what's going on behind the scenes? Right now, Cloud9 is down 4,000 gold at 13 minutes to CLG. I'm sure they're in shock. I'm sure, their minds aren't completely on this game right now. I'm sure it's hard to focus. How are things going to go for this team? This is definitely really good news for the other LCS teams, I guess. If you're just, EG, maybe they become a top 3 team now. Maybe they're able to sneak into Worlds. Maybe, TL, 100 Thieves, and EG are those surefire top 3 teams now with TSM and C9 maybe falling apart. Maybe C9 will be able to bounce back from this. Are they going to sign a new coach in between spring and summer? What's next for LS? Is he going back to Korea? Is he going to end up at T1? Who knows? It's a whole mess. I have no idea what's going on. We have not heard any specifics. This is just, this is literally happening right now. If we hear more, if I'm able to get more, if more comes out, I will definitely update you guys on this. But again, this is already the biggest story of the 2022 season and has a chance to be the biggest story that we hear all of 2022. LS has been released from Cloud9. Max Waldo is your coach. No one knows what happened. No one knows what's going to happen, but I hope we find out. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Let me drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate that so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think happened? Are you worried for Cloud9? Do you think Cloud9 is going to be fine? I don't know. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to today and all my latest content. Hope you catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.